I will make some questions, but if anybody wants to add something or ask something more, θα κάνω και τη μετάφραση από ελληνικά σε αγγλικά. Αν κάποιος θέλει να ρωτήσει κάτι την Κριστίνα, μπορούμε να παρέμβουμε σε σχέση με αυτή την ταινία. Η ταινία γυρίστηκε στην Αγγλία. You made this shooting in the UK, right? With English actors and with an English text.
Yes, I did study filmmaking in...
Closer.
Okay, I tried. I studied filmmaking in London, and so I met the author of this piece, our partner, and we became good friends. And so for some time we always wanted to make a movie together, but as he knows very well, with most movies they never happen.
Υπήρχε σχέση με τον συγγραφέα του κειμένου, γνωρίστηκαν, είναι ένας πολύ γνωστός συγγραφέας θεατρικός στην Αγγλία, με την Κριστίνα, και συμφωνήσανε να κάνουν αυτή την ταινία, της έδωσε την άδεια.
But then at some point he said, we really need to do something, and he found these very wonderful, great actors, and I'm still, you know...
Yeah, the actors were really, really wonderful.
I was sitting there and I was still relishing, like, oh, I was able to work with these brilliant people. So, yes, and so we did this in 2 days in a studio, a very small studio in London.
Η ταινία γυρίστηκε σε 2 μέρες σε ένα μικρό στούντιο όπως έχουμε στην Αγγλία. There was a tiny budget, I guess, so that you had to do everything very fast, right? So that you don't waste a lot of money, I guess.
Yes, but yeah, it is also, you know, when you're in a flow, things just happen to work and then they fall into place.
Ναι, λέμε ότι όταν έχεις πολύ καλούς επαγγελματίες ηθοποιούς και εξαιρετική κινηματογράφηση, η ταινία πήρε μόλις 2 μέρες για να ολοκληρωθεί. So, what are your next plans now after, I mean, these movies? Do you prepare more, or are you in a sense of creating but not yet?
Well, I think, as with everybody, life has been pretty much on hold for the last 2 years, and right now I'm trying once again to develop a feature, and at the same time I'm still, you know, looking with the author whether we could do something again, because it was such a great experience, and I think it gave me and everybody who was working on this so much, and hopefully also a bit for you. So.
Ναι, ελπίζει αυτή η ταινία να μίλησε σε εσάς, να σας μετέδωσε κάποιο μήνυμα. Είναι μια πολύ προσωπική ταινία. Η ταινία που θα παίξει επίσης αύριο, το τέλος 2 ζωών, αφορά τους παππούδες της, αυτό δεν το είπαμε ακόμη, και το σπίτι τους που αδειάζει μετά το θάνατό τους. Είναι και 2 πολύ προσωπικές ταινίες. Θέλω να ευχαριστήσω πολύ την Κριστίνα που είναι μαζί μας σήμερα. Κριστίνα, I want to deeply thank you for being here. I feel very honored.
Well, thank you for
because this kind of movies is my personal style, as I told you, and I really love that someone somewhere in the planet decides to do a movie like that, and not a very easy movie, right? It's a very difficult subject to talk about. Θέλει κάποιος να κάνει κάποια ερώτηση σε σχέση με την ταινία στην Κριστίνα, στα ελληνικά, και μεταφράζω. Ποιος εθελοντής δεν κατάλαβε κάτι, θέλει να προσθεθεί κάτι, σηκώστε χέρια γιατί δεν βλέπω τίποτα.
Yes, I would really, you know, love to have some reactions from you guys, because you work on a film like that so long by yourself, and then, you know, suddenly, you know, I'm here and there is actually people watching it, so it would be great.
Ναι, η ταχύτητα είναι πολύ φοβερή. Παιδιά, είναι τροφή για σκέψη για το δημιουργό τα σχόλια. Παρακαλώ 2-3 να δώσουμε λίγο ενέργεια. Πάμε, Κατερίνα.
Θέλω να ρωτήσω, εάν η ταινία, αφού γυρίστηκε σε 2 μέρες, αν είχε γυριστεί όλη σε αυτό το σκηνικό που είδαμε τώρα. Αφού έχει γυριστεί όλο αυτό, δηλαδή το έργο είναι μέσα σε αυτό το νεκροτομείο, δηλαδή. Αυτό, ναι.
So she's curious to know, did you prepare the place to look as a place where they store the dead people, or it was looking like that to begin with?
Well, yes and no. We did a lot of location scouting so that we found a studio that actually looks a bit like that. And then obviously we added the slab, the thing the woman lies on it. That's a real one, and it's, I think, around 200 kilos, and it was a lot of work to get it there. So it's a bit of both. You try to find something that allows you not to add too much set design, because it's just a matter of, as you said, time, etc.
Do you remember how many studios did you look for the final?
Pardon me?
Before the choice, how many studios, how much time did you spend to look for the right one?
A week. I spent just driving through London and looking at places.
Έψαχναν μία εβδομάδα στα στούντιο του Λονδίνου για να βρουν κάποιο τοπίο να μοιάζει αρκετά κοντά σε νεκροτομείο, γιατί έκαναν κάποιες αλλαγές, αλλά έπρεπε και ο χώρος να είναι αρκετά κοντά, ώστε να μην χρειαστεί να ξοδέψουν πολύ χρόνο. Next question.
Congratulations. Ποια ήταν η κύρια έμπνευσή σας για την ταινία?
Short question, but very interesting. What was your main inspiration that led you to this movie?
That's difficult. To be honest, it was just the text. I just really liked, well, not liked, I really loved the words. For me, they have a, they have a sound, they ring in a way that I think not often text does. And for me, words are very important. So from the words, there actually came the images, and it is just, the subject of life and the decisions we take and we don't take, and where it all ends. It's really close to my heart, so it was something that just spoke to me.
Το κείμενο ήταν αυτό που την ενέπνευσε, γιατί δεν ήταν δικό της, αλλά βρήκε μέσα πάρα πολλά σημεία, τις επιλογές στη ζωή που μας οδηγούν κάποιες επιλογές και την επηρέασε αυτό. And for me also it's very funny when you think that, okay, I have my life, everything is alright, but at some point you have to reflect very fast and you're like, oh, now I'm not anymore, so I have to see what was happening. I didn't even realize what was happening, my identity or my name or what was my job, I don't know what exactly inspired you in this particular text. I mean, some points, I guess, but I sensed that it was something very personal for me too, something really, really personal. Any other question? One last one? I will choose the smoke.
Εγώ δεν κατάλαβα το νόημα της ταινίας γιατί είχα και κάποιες αγνώριστες λέξεις στα αγγλικά.
She states that she didn't understand the movie very well because she doesn't know very good English. But thank you for watching. Yeah. But she was inspired, I guess, by this to speak. A question? Yeah.
Η αυριανή ταινία έχει ως προσωπική εμπειρία το σπίτι του παππού του αδειάζει. Η σημερινή ταινία ποια εμπειρία την καταπρίζει?
Ευχαριστούμε. She asks, what kind of personal experience is this movie reflecting for you? Is this something as personal maybe as the end of two lives or not so personal?
I think it is personal, but in another way. It is not, it is something, I can't say there is one experience that made me feel like this, obviously, but as he said, I think the older you get, the more you start reflecting on the choices you make and on the choices you didn't make, and then how life turns out. And I think that really captures what life is about in a nutshell, for me at least. And that's really where it came from, just reflecting on life and how it goes or it doesn't go, if that makes sense.
Όπως είπε και πριν, αυτή η ταινία είναι προσωπική, αλλά όχι σε σχέση με κάποιο συγκεκριμένο γεγονός όπως είναι η προηγούμενη που αναφέραμε. Απλώς είναι περισσότερο σε σχέση με τις προσωπικές επιλογές, σαν φιλοσοφία δηλαδή που παίρνει κάποιος στη ζωή του και πώς αυτό το κάνει να σκέφτεται τις επιλογές του και τους δρόμους που παίρνει. Thank you very much, Christina, for your presence.